Hello everyone and welcome back to day 17 of our 30-day Python series. So today we will be diving deep into tuples. Okay. So we will cover various methods and operations such as your concatenation, nesting, slicing, repetition, deleting tuples, adding and removing items, and tuple methods like your maximum, minimum, and packing using loops and more. Okay. So let's get started. What is a tuple? Okay, so a tuple is an ordered, immutable collection of elements in Python. Unlike lists, tuples cannot be modified after creation, making them useful for storing fixed data. Okay, the indexing, nested objects, and repetition of a tuples are somewhat like those of a list only. Okay, the distinction between the two is that while we can edit the contents of a list, we cannot alter the elements of a tuple once they have been assigned it. All right. So now let us look at the properties of tuples in Python. So these are the important properties in the tuple, that is ordered collection. All right. So ordered collection, immutable, can contain duplicate values, can store multiple data types, support indexing and slicing, supports nesting, supports looping, and uses a less memory, more efficient than list. Okay. So now let us understand all these properties of tuples in Python Jupyter Notebook. First property of a tuple was ordered collection, right? Hashtag ordered collection. Enter. So tuples maintain the order in which elements are inserted. Tuples maintain the order in which elements are inserted. So elements can be accessed using indexing. Elements can be accessed using indexing. Enter. So here let us understand the example here. So I'm creating a variable name called tup equals. Here I'm see we are using a parenthesis for a tuple. So 10 comma 20 comma 30. All right. Now enter. So here we are gonna print the variable name as a tup. Okay, now the index value. So here again the index value starts with 0 only. It's just like your list. Okay, now let us run 10. So we got this as a output as a 10. Okay, here 10 is the first element at the index 0. Okay, now let us understand the second properties, that is immutable. Immutable means we cannot change it, cannot be changed. Enter. Once a tuple is created, its elements cannot be changed. It okay. This makes tuples faster and safer than a list. So now I am creating a variable name called tup. Here I'll give it 1 comma 2 comma 3. Enter. So here I'll give a tup of 1 equals 5. I'm just modifying it. Okay, so in place of a 1 I want to give it a 5. Okay, let's see what will be the output. So here this might cause an error here. Okay, so this will cause an error. It says tuple object does not support item assignment. Okay, so now let us understand the next property, that is can contain duplicate values. Okay, hashtag can contain duplicate values. Enter. So here unlike sets tuples allows duplicate values. Okay, so here I'll create a variable name called x equals 1 comma 2 comma 2 3 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, so this is my tuple here I have created. So now let us tup, print x. Okay, so my variable name is x here. So here we go. It allows a duplicate values. The tuples contains duplicate values. And the next, that is a fourth property, is can store multiple data types. Okay, hashtag can store multiple data types. Enter. So a tuple can contain different types of data. All right. So like I'm creating a variable name called a, and here I will be giving an integer, then the string hello. Okay. Then the floating values, that is 3.14, comma, and here the boolean values we give it true. Okay. Let me just close. Enter. Then we'll print a here. Print a. Enter. Here we go. So it allows the duplicate data types as well. Okay. Integer, string, float, and a boolean. Now the property number 5 is supports indexing and slicing. Hashtag supports indexing and slicing. Enter. So tuple supports indexing to access individual elements. Tuples also support slicing to get a range of elements here. Okay. Now I'm creating a variable name called p. Here I will give it 10, comma 20, 20, comma 30, comma 40, comma 50 here. Okay. Enter. Now I want to access an element using a index method. So what I do, print the variable name b, and I want to access the number 40 here. So what is the indexing value for a 40 here is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the 50 is 4 here. Okay, so here I can give it indexing value 3 here. Okay, so 3, close the parenthesis. Now let us print out. So print the output. So here we go. Here we got a 40 as an output. Now let us understand accessing a range of elements using slicing. Okay, accessing the range of elements using slicing. Enter. So here we can give it as a print the square bracket. Okay, from 1. Okay, from index number 1 till I want the index number 4. Okay, close it here. So enter. Yeah, here we have to give a variable name as a p here. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So here we got the value from index number 1, that is 20, 30, and 40 till index number 4. Okay, so here it will be -1 here. Okay, so that's the reason we are getting a output till 40 only. Okay, so indexing starts from 0, and the slicing follows the syntax like your start, end. Okay, start, end, and the step. Okay, now it supports the nesting as well. So the next property is supports nesting. Okay, hashtag, let me give a hashtag. Enter. So tuples can contain other tuples. So that is a nested tuples. So here I'm giving a variable name as x equals 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, 4. Enter. Now here I'm giving a variable name as y equals 5 comma 6 comma 7, 5 comma 6, and the variable name I'm calling it here. I'm just giving a x over here. Okay, the same thing. Okay, nesting a tuple inside a tuple. Now let me print y here. Okay, let's see the output. So here we go. We got the tuple here. Okay, the first tuple, that is x. Also we got it in the same in the y. Okay, so here y is x is 1 to 4, right? So, and I have given a variable name here in the y section, and it has accessed both the tuples. So this is your nested. We call this. It's a tuple supports nesting here. Okay. Now the next method is tuple supports looping as well. Okay, looping. So tuples can be iterable using a loops. Okay, here I am giving a variable name called t, uh, and I'll be giving apple, comma, banana, banana, comma, cherry. Okay. Now here I'm using a for loop. For loop, fruit in D. Fruit in D, enter. So this is the syntax. Always at the end of the loop, you have to give a colons here. Okay. Then we are gonna print D. Okay. Enter. Here we go. We got the sorry. Yeah. Print D. Hmm. Sorry. Here we have to give a print fruit. Okay, here we go. Here we got the output as apple, banana, and cherry. So our last method is uses less memory, more efficient than a list. Okay, hashtag uses less memory, more efficient than a list. Enters. So see here, the tuples consume less memory than a list because they are immutable. Okay, so this makes tuple faster in terms of performance. All right. So here I am importing import sys here. Enter. Now I am giving this is a dictionary. Okay, library sys. I'll create a list underscore data. So this is my list. I'm giving 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, here we go. The square bracket we have to close it because this is a list here. Then we have a tuple underscore data equals, and here I'll give it 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Let me just close it. Now here will print now. Print sys dot get size of get size of list underscore data. Okay, close it, enter. Now print sys dot get size of tuple data, tuple underscore data. Okay, close this. Now let us run. So here see the output. It's a more less takes a more memory, okay, compared to the tuple. So um, tuple uses less memory compared to list. All right, so these are the methods. Now let us perform some operations on a tuples here. All right, now let us understand the concatenation of a tuple. Okay, enter. So tuple can be combined using the plus operator. Okay, now here hashtag tuple can be combined using a plus operator. Enter. So now here we have a variable name called x1 equals 1 comma 2 comma 3. I'll give it. Now x2 equals 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, enter. So now the result um, equals x1 plus x2. All right. So let's print the result now. Print result. Okay, let's run. So here we go. We got it. Yeah, here we have to give a small x. I have given a capital X. So here we go. We got the output here. That is 1, comma 2, comma 3, 4, 5. So concatenation means we can combine the two tuples here. Okay. Now let us understand the nesting of tuple. Nesting tuple. Okay, so a tuple can contain other tuples forming a nested tuple. So I'll just show you here. I'm giving a variable name as a equals yes. So here I'll give a two brackets, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Close it. Here one more tuple I'm giving, that is your string apple, comma banana. Let me close this. Now I'm giving a boolean values, true, true, comma false. Okay, close here. Now let us print the output here. Print a of 1. Okay, close. Here we go. Here we got. So see here. This is your 0, indexing 0, index number 0, index number 1, and index number 2. Okay. When I give a index number 1 here we got the output as apple and banana. Okay. Now if I give it as 0 here, we get the output as a 1, comma 2, comma 3 here. So this is the concept of nesting of tuples. Now let us understand multiplying tuples. Hashtag multiplying tuples. Enter. So tuples can be repeated using the asterisk operators. Okay. So hashtag tuples can be repeated using asterisk operator. Enter. So now let us look at the example here. So I'm giving a variable name as z equals, I'll give hi. Hi. Okay. Then comma. Okay, let me just close it. Okay, comma. Then close this bracket. And here I'm using this asterisk symbol as operator and 3 multiply. Okay. Now let us print the output. Print z. Okay, here we go. So here multiplying the tuples, you can multiply tuples. So here we got it 3 times. Now if I give it a 5, so it will be printed for 5 times here. Okay, if I give a 10, it will be printed for 10 times. Alright. So this is the multiplying of tuples. So now let us understand length of a tuple. How hashtag length of a tuple. Enter. So we can determine the length using a length method. Okay. So here I'll just copy this one. No, I'll create a new variable here called y equals, I'll give it 10, comma 20, 22, comma 34. Okay, enter. So now here we are gonna print len of y. Close it, and here we go. So here the length of the tuple is 3. Okay. Now let us understand the next method, that is your count method. Hashtag count method in tuple. Enter. The count method counts occurrence of an element. How many times the element is occurring in a tuple. Okay. Now I'll declare a variable as d here 1, comma 2, comma 2, comma 2, comma okay. Now 4, comma 5, comma 7. Okay. Now here print d dot count. Okay, t dot count of 2. Okay, how many times it's appearing? Let's see. Here it's 4 times. So see here, I have given the number 2 as 1 time, 2, 3, 4. 4 times. Okay. All right. So that is 4 times we have given. Now we can give a hashtag indexing in tuple. So the next method is indexing in tuple. Enter. So we can access elements using their index position. All right. So here we go. We give it as a equals a comma b comma c comma d. Okay, let me close it. Now friend a of 3. Okay, enter. Here we go. We got the output as 3 here. Indexing in tuple. Now let us understand the index method in tuple. So indexing in tuple means we can access element using their index position. Index method means it returns the um, first occurrence of an element. All right. Now let us look at the example here. So here hashtag index method. Enter. Here we go. E equals 10 comma 20 comma 30. Okay. Now here I'll print it. Print index method. So this is the index method. Okay. Sorry. A dot index we have to give it. A dot index of 30. Let me close it. Here we go. So here 0, 1 and 2. The index of 30 is 2. Now let us look at the other method here, that is slicing a tuple. Slicing a tuple. Hashtag enter. So here we can extract a portion using slicing. That is here you get the syntax. You can use it here as start value you have to give it colon, then end value colon, then the step here. Okay. So this is how you use a slicing in a tuple using the start and then step method. All right. So now here I am declaring a variable called d equals 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay. Enter. Now print d of 4 is to till end. We'll give it here. Okay. From 4 till end. Here we go. We got it. 5 and 6. So the index value here is this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it's starting from 4. So I want to start from the 4. From here I started. So that's the reason I got this 2 numbers as an output here. Okay. Now, and let us look at the other method, that is your repetition in tuples. Hashtag repetition in tuple. Enter. So this is the part 1 of our tuple. So we'll continue this in the part 2 of the tuple. All right. So So we explored Python tuples in detail, including your concatenation, nesting, slicing, repetition. So repetition we'll see it in the next class. Okay, next video. Practice this concept and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Python tutorials. See you on day 18. Okay, bye bye. Take care.